The west coast of Vancouver Island has a well-earned reputation for tumultuous seas, violent weather, and fog. Towns, settlements, and roads are few and far between. Beyond the far horizon, Japan is the next significant piece of land. We stop in Winter Harbour at the mouth of Quatsino Sound. Sea otters hunt close to the boat. A fog bank lurks offshore as we head for Sea Otter Cove off St. Joseph's Bay. Several other boats are anchored here, including one group which has spent 3 weeks clearing garbage from remote beaches. From here, we head for Cape Scott, at the extreme northwest tip of Vancouver Island. It is here that fog finally wraps us in its embrace. We never see Cape Scott, just this glimpse of one of the offshore islands. We turn east, cross the infamous Nawiti Bar, and head for Bull Harbour on Hope Island, enveloped in fog until after we enter the anchorage. The following morning, it lies in wait for us at the entrance to the anchorage. We use radar to guide our way. A Canadian Coast Guard ship appears ghostly in the mist. From Port McNeill, we divert from our circumnavigation of the island. Before continuing south, we take a diversion across the Queen Charlotte Strait to the Broughton Islands on the mainland to renew our acquaintance with the Roaring Hole Rapids. Nepa Lagoon is 4 miles long, half a mile wide, and 500 feet deep. Every 6 hours, at the turn of the tide, the water streams in or out of this large body of water through a narrow channel only 40 yards wide. The channel is flat calm at slack water, but a raging maelstrom at other times, so timing is critical. The chart reads, high water slack occurs 2 hours after high water at Alert Bay. Low water slack occurs 3 hours and 30 minutes before higher high water and 2 hours 55 minutes before lower high water. This tidal diagram illustrates higher high water and lower high water. Here the water is streaming in through the narrow channel, maybe an hour after slack, when it is still safe to take a tender with a powerful motor into the rapids. We return later to watch water pouring out of the lagoon at full flow, taking care to stay well beyond the main stream. We spend the night in a nearby anchorage. Using the depth finder in the tender to check the depths at low and high water slack, we judge it safe to take venture into the lagoon at high water slack, when, just for a few minutes, the water will be flat calm. It is hard to believe that within 2 hours this will once again become a raging torrent. Once inside, we will have to remain for 12 hours before the next high water slack, and as the only possible anchorage in the lagoon offers poor holding, this means a daytime visit to avoid the need for a nighttime anchor watch. We find ourselves in a lost world as we cruise the length of the lagoon. Guarded by the rapids, few people visit this spot, but loggers have been here, leaving in their wake evidence of their presence. Here, an ancient donkey engine, and there, an abandoned bathtub. Behind a narrow screen of trees, debris from clear-cut logging, like a gigantic game of pickup sticks, bars our progress. Strange mosses hang from the trees. A fallen tree provides a self-contained ecosystem for a multitude of plants and tiny creatures. A multi-armed sea star lurks beneath the clear water. Time and tide wait for no man, and it is time for us to leave. Disturbed water creates a layer of gauzy mist. Its presence and the uneasy movement of the currents are evidence that the tide has turned. Within a few minutes, Roaring Hole Rapids will once again be true to their name as they dance to the tune of the ceaseless tides.